Greetings, everyone. It's me, Josh, and let me just explain something to everybody out there. Thing about the wall that we want that will protect our country. Has everyone forgot what's going on in Europe with the open border policies and what has happened? Syrian refugees stayed at a Christian cemetery and destroyed it. Completely destroyed it. Then you got Paris attacks, which how many people died during that time? Because I remember watching the news when it happened. And people don't believe in protecting the borders. Why? When so many people, including our own FBI and our own Homeland Security, have said we need to secure our borders. We need to protect our borders from possible terrorist threats. Now, after 9/11, I explained this in my comment, after 9/11, we have stopped more terrorist attacks on our own homeland than anything. We got information from people who were actually insiders of those organizations who were planning to destroy America. So, and here I pointed out, Bill Clinton said this in, I think it was 95. I might have to go look back because I can't quite remember. But he said we need to protect our borders. Our Coast Guards who patrol the ocean have caught people trying to sneak in. Drug smugglers, all those types of people that are trying to enter our country. Now, here's the thing, and I pointed this out. The Border Patrol is understaffed, undermanned. The whole point of having a wall is to protect America, not divide our states. The thing is, we have this fictional line where if you come into our coastal waters, there's a line. You don't really see the line, but if you enter that part of the line, you're on our territory. Now, I do remember when the Cubans, were on rafts and boats and were trying to come here to get away from Cuba. Well, we deported them. And this was back in the 90s. I remember that story like it was yesterday. But the thing is, we want to protect our borders, right? I mean, you look at all the open borders and what is going on with it. And people say I'm brainwashed and say that I'm paranoid. Let me tell you something. There are sleeper cells right here in our nation. There are ISIS sympathizers in our nation who, by the way, tried to get to Syria and then were denied. And we have ISIS telling people, if you can't come here, then do what you have to do wherever you are. Do you understand that? That's a problem. Now, I pointed out that ISIS only has 6,000 followers, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there couldn't be possibly more. The wall that Trump and everybody else wants is to just be between Mexico and California, not from California all the way through our East Coast. That would be stupid. Because I've been to Texas. I saw the main gates. We went past it. You could see the main gate where Mexico was. Because where we were at, we were in El Paso. We spent the night there. Right next door was Juarez, Mexico. Not very far from where we stayed. But I could see the main gates. And yes, they're only wired steel fences. And that's how, and it runs from that all the way to California. And no one is able to maintain that or fix it. And there are barbed wire on top of it, which you think that would discourage people from trying to climb over the top. But here's the thing. They are actually able to cut through it and get over there. Plus, we have coyotes. You know who a coyote is? Someone who picks them up in Mexico, drives them close to the border, and then has them walk right to America. And also, I just saw a newspaper article saying that Taliban has been testing the border between Mexico and us, the United States. And that was just recently. We have experts who have said we need to protect our borders. You know, what they say is we're going to close the open boarding process by not just letting anybody come in. They have to be legally documented. That means they have to have proof that they want to be a U.S. citizen. And Trump and everybody else has said this. We welcome people here legally. It is the illegals who are the problem and makes problems for the ones that are trying to enter here legally. Even though in Mexico, if you're there and then you're trying to be a citizen of the United States, it might take a little while for them to get through the process of obtaining a visa or whatever, or a passport to get back. And it's like I said, if you went to Mexico and you entered that nation illegally, they would deport you right away. That tells you something. Mexico does not care if you want to try to be a Mexican or not. They will deport you right back. And I pointed out that an illegal immigrant was able to obtain a firearm, and he was already criminal to begin with. He was deported 5 times. He got a handgun from a police car that was not secured. I don't understand how this happened, but was not secured, and shot and killed a person. Where is he today? He's not in prison, not from what I've heard. And there's a lot of things that people don't understand and have no clue. They live in this little sheltered life of theirs, believing whatever the news media puts out there. I look at the news and I look for facts. I go online and I check out and read a lot of crap. Sometimes the news articles are correct, sometimes they're wrong. It just depends on the situation. Now, you know, people need to understand we are in danger. We're in constant danger. I said it. We live in the most dangerous times. Would you rather America be protected or not be protected? Because when stuff happens, because our troops are spread too thinly, they're not all here. I mean, we do have reservists, and there's a lot of them, but they couldn't get anywhere in time. That's the problem. Plus, our defense budget has been cut. I shared a video of that recently, showing the going-ons within our military structure. Now, of course, some people might say that's bullcrap, but you know what? I ask people this every day. What are we doing to protect ourselves? Who can we turn to protect ourselves? Our government is supposed to protect us from anything foreign. They're supposed to be on our side and make sure that things like this don't happen, but it does. And the bottom line is either we protect ourselves or we don't. It's just like some people say, legalize guns, or not legalize, ban guns, because that will solve all our problems. It's not. Criminals will always have firearms, and I pointed that out so many times. People say the NRA is evil. They're all about mass shooting. No, they're not. They're about arming law-abiding citizens like myself. Even if I never owned a firearm in my life, or never been around firearms in my life, I still believe in the Constitution. I believe in the Constitution a lot more than anything else. All right, I got to go, so I'll talk to you all.